Welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about The Pomegranate Gate by Ariel Kaplan. Pomegranate Gate is the first book in the Mirror Realm cycle. It's an epic fantasy set in 15th century Spain, steeped in Jewish folklore and mysticism, full of magical powers, elven, mysterious, powerful beings, immortal beings, the Magics with square pupils to their eyes, magic books, just lots of really wonderful, wonderful things. It is the Mirror Realm cycle, and we really see that in the book, this sort of parallelism that takes place not only between the characters who parallel each other in lots of really interesting ways throughout the novel, but also in the structure of the world itself. So in the world of the Pomegranate Gate, there are mortal cities, and then there are these magic cities on the other side of the gate, or sort of like an hourglass, if you want to think of it that way. And events that happen in the mortal world affect those that happen in the realm of the Magics, these sort of mythical beings. So in the time of the judges, then the Magics were also governed by judges. And when the Jewish people came to God and requested a king and received one in the form of Saul, the Magics were also given a monarch. And so we see this parallelism play throughout the entire novel, especially in the focus on the looming threat of the Inquisition there in Spain, and that same worry, or a parallel worry, that's being visited upon the Magics there on their side of the mirror. Really, really fun, epic fantasy. It's great if you're a fan of the work of S.A. Chakraborty, Shannon Chakraborty, like The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi that we discussed earlier this year, or Helen Vecker, whose book The Golem and the Jinni, and the sequel to Hidden Palace we've discussed here on Bar Cart Bookshelf, or the work of Catherine Arden, which we have not discussed on Bar Cart Bookshelf, but might be due for a reread here. And so, of course, having had such fun with it, we had to have a drink inspired by the book. Our drink today is Rimon. It is from, takes its name from the primary city of the novel, and, of course, the titular Pomegranate Gate. So we're going to start with 1 ounce of Amontillado sherry. It's set in Spain, and so sherry, or a splash more than 1 ounce. It's set in Spain, so we've got this Spanish wine. The Amontillado is really nice for autumn as well. It's got that delicious nuttiness and that sort of slight sweetness, but not overwhelming. It's still a nice dry sherry. Next, we're going to get our sweeteners. We'll start with a whisper of orange, and that juicy orange in the form of a 1/4 ounce of triple sec. So that's sweet orange liqueur, really nice, juicy. The one that I'm using today is made by Cardinal Spirits over in Bloomington, Indiana. It's a really delicious triple sec. Next, we're going to get a 1/4 ounce of orgeat, just a whisper of almond nuttiness in there. We do see the whisper of some almond going on in the Pomegranate Gate. And so that's going to bring a nice nutty floralness that's going to complement both the orange blossom and the sherry. Next, Pomegranate Gate, can't have it without a nice big hit of pomegranate. We're going to get 1/2 ounce of grenadine. And I do recommend making your own grenadine rather than buying one from the store, because a lot of store-bought grenadines just taste like the color red, and we really do want it to taste like the pomegranate fruit. And I'll have a recipe for how I make my grenadine in the description down below. Wonderful, wonderful. Tuck that away and get an ounce of heavy cream. Nice, rich dessert. Toba, one of our main characters, if it'll... So rich it won't even come out of the bottle for me here. There we go. It's basically butter. Toba, one of our main characters, spends the novel trying to regain some of the body that she never had growing up, and so putting some meat on her bones and a nice rich bit of heavy cream will go a nice long way to that. They have some spiced milk in the book, and so we're going to add just 2 dashes of those Angostura bitters. These are the only bitters in the world that get certified kosher. A little bit of bitters trivia there for you, though, of course, many bitters are entirely vegetarian. The Angostura bitters do get that kosher certification as well. So we've got all of our ingredients here in our tin. We'll get our ice in there as well. Beautiful. And shake it up, wake it up. Beautiful. And then we're going to strain that back into our tin. Strain all the liquid. Don't be afraid to get a few ice chips in there. Beautiful. And discard the ice. And then, last little bit of ice. And then you'll cap that again and shake it up again. Do this reverse dry shake for a nice extra frothy foam of our dairy drink. It's really going to add that extra bit of lift, that extra bit of loveliness. There we go. And give it a stout tap to open it on up. Beautiful. Take our Hawthorne strainer and strain into a stemmed glass. And so there you have it. That's the Rimon. It's a fruit-laced, low ABV dessert cocktail inspired by the Pomegranate Gate. The Pomegranate Gate is available now. Huge thank you to Erewhon Books, the U.S. publisher, for sending me an early copy. A huge shout out to Solaris Books, the UK publisher, for doing so much to support the book when it came out on that side of the ocean earlier this summer. I've got a link to snag the book in the description down below. I've got links to various forms of social media, including Twitter and Instagram, where there is always a written version of today's recipe. Try the drink. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Check out the Pomegranate Gate. I'm really, really excited for book 2. And until next time, cheers.